to understand that time is not just the passage of events or the measure of duration of an event like science introduced to us. Time is very covenantal. And the 12 sons of Jacob are archetypes of time gates, each of them governing a season, a function, and human operation. The 12-hour clock is a compressed daily mirror of a 12 tribal order, each of them starting from Reuben and ending in Benjamin. There are 3 layers to the operations of this time gate. One is historical layer, what the sons of Jacob did and represented in Israel. The second is time science layer, what function of time each of them actually represents. The third is the contemporary layer, how these things shows up in our society, systems, and individuals. Nigeria as a whole broke into this time gate in 2023 after many redemptive plans. But the challenge with this operation is that we anointed Reuben, which is the rejected one. So I thought this was I was asking God question that, God, what are you trying to say? It looked like a coincidence. Scripture tried to tell us that when Jacob was to bless his sons, he looked at Reuben and said, "Thou art my firstborn, the excellency of my power." He said, "But unstable as waters, you will not excel." It was from there I knew that the current tenure of our president will not be an excellent one. It will look like it's making sense. Over time it will fall. That is the instability of waters the Bible is talking. Now, the firstborn of the sons of Jacob, his name is Reuben. And you will notice that this man, which we call the president of our nation, there's one statement he's always saying, he had been saying, and he continued saying even when he was contending for power. Who can remember that statement? Emilio. I hope you know that's a statement a man who is the firstborn will say. If you're not the firstborn, you can't say things like it's my birthright. What Jacob collected from Esau was his birthright. What Esau was contending for was a return of his birthright. So the current man who is like the president of our nation is like Esau in the body of Reuben. By default, we knew that he had what it takes to actually rule Nigeria. But the seasons of his rulership is not now. It would have been. That is why even when he got to this time, he kept saying to himself, that is my birthright. Emilio Con. It's my right to rule because the seasons of my rulership had been taken already by another. And that's the same statement that Jacob was saying to Reuben. Thou art my firstborn, the excellency of my power, but unstable as waters, you will not excel. And in the time gate, Reuben is the first hour.